Techno-Geezer here with you. Today I'm going to be evaluating some products by a company called Rogue Amoeba. Now, Rogue Amoeba builds these audio products for a Mac, and I stumbled on this because Audacity was something I had been using, and when I upgraded to Catalina, the latest Audacity didn't really work very well unless you jump through a whole bunch of hoops to make it work, and I decided it was time to look for some other things. And now, if you're like me and don't have a giant budget or a wheelbarrow full of cash to get something like Pro Tools, most of us don't need all those whistles and bells anyway. This might fill the niche for you. So they have a series of products. I'm not going to be looking at all of them, but the ones I'll be specifically looking at today are Loopback, Audio Hijack, and a Farrago. And I might touch a little bit on Fission. Audio Hijack is their recorder. Fission is their editor. Farrago is a soundboard, and Loopback's a virtual patch panel that lets you patch a lot of goes intos to goes outas. I'm actually using their products minus the video to record the audio for this session. So what I have set up is I have a product called Audio Hijack, and Audio Hijack is their recorder program, and it's kind of cool. They got all these little modules over on the side that will let you connect things together. So I can come over here and I say, what sources do I want? I want this application, this, that, and the other. I decided to do an application, and I picked Loopback, which is another one of their applications, just so I could kind of demonstrate how things can get patched together virtually. Then I went in here to an amplifier, and then I threw in a set of meters so I could see what was going on, and then I'm going to recorder, and then finally I'm piping the output to my headphones so I can hear what's going on. So that's kind of cool. This Loopback product, has a lot of features to it. It's quite versatile. There's modules for equalizers and balancers, and you can read different things. So it's sort of like an erector set of connecting blocks, so I can sort of put together the scenario that I need for that moment. In Loopback, it lets you combine things together. This is a really simple use of Loopback, but you could literally take outputs directly from one app and stick them into the input of something else. I don't know how many times you've been recording something and you're maybe using the main ad on your computer, and suddenly an email comes in or something pops up on the screen, and that ruins that recording. With this, if you're not grabbing the whole system out, you can just say, I want it from that app. You're going to miss all those things, and you're going to get a direct patch through. In this case, instead of patching it to an app, I just patched it to an output that I picked up using their recording app. Another one of their apps is called Farrago. So Farrago's right here, and I've got the output being mixed in with this. So it's a soundboard, and they have a bunch of samples here. So there's a lot of different uses you could use this for. But say you're a YouTuber or somebody that does podcasts or something like that. You could open up your podcast and say, let's see. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Daniel's podcast. We have a special guest today. His name is... It's Techno-Geezer. And that's me. So if you wanted to, jazz up your YouTube or your podcast or something like that, or, maybe if you do some DJ work like me and you want to use a virtual soundboard instead of some physical hardware, you can... Ouch, that was loud. You can do things like that. I just started playing with it and decided to put in, full-blown songs in here just to kind of mess with it. And I created a sound set, and then I copied it to another sound set, and that was kind of cool. Then I went ahead and I came over here and I said allow it to pause, and then I mapped it to a MIDI device. So in addition to be able to just push play, I should be okay, I should also just be able to push play here. The one problem I had is it looks like when I'm pushing play through the MIDI device, it's not only playing it here, but it's playing it to the other sounds that aren't in focus, and so I'm getting double. And you can get these things out of sync and it'll just sound like a mess. I don't know whether that's a feature or a bug, but anyway, it's a little bit annoying. But I guess I could also see a use case where somebody might want to have all these things mapped and not have that sound in focus here, and then just be able to hit a button and access it. So I can see that, but I think it's kind of annoying the way it is. Anyway, that is Farrago. Finally, I think we got a few minutes left. Let's touch base and talk about Fission. Fission is their editor. It's a lossless editor. You can edit, FLAC files or really anything. There we go. And it does the same kinds of things you would think that a basic editor can do. You can trim the edges, you can cut and paste, all without introducing pops or clicks, that kind of thing. This particular product has a couple, well, at least it has one whistle and one bell. It will let you save a sound sample as a ringtone if you're into that kind of thing. And then the other whistle or bell, whichever one you want to call it, is you can batch convert files. So if I had a whole bunch of WAV files and I wanted to convert them to MP3s or something like that, I can batch up a whole bunch of those and then convert them, all at once. So anyway, that's the products that I'm looking at today. It's from Rogue Amoeba. And I will say that these guys seem to have really good customer service. I haven't even purchased yet, and I sent them a couple questions. They were really quick to respond. I even, complained about a feature similar to the one I was showing you here, and they turned around a development trial test for me to run up the flagpole and get my feedback on. And this is all without me having even handed them over any money. So super impressed with these guys. If you're out there and you're looking for something, relatively inexpensive, or at least won't break the bank, give these guys a look. Rogue Amoeba. Anyway, this is Techno-Geezer. We'll see you again some other time, and talk to you later.